Rip Van Winkle. In a quaint little village at the foot of the gentle Catskill Mountains lived Rip Van Winkle, a kind and easygoing man who was a friend to everyone, except perhaps his wife. Rip was known for his good heart and his lazy ways. While his neighbors loved his company, Dame Van Winkle often scolded him for neglecting their home and farm. Rip Van Winkle, she would sigh, hands on her hips. How can you spend all day helping others when your own fence is falling apart? Rip would merely shrug, his face lighting with a gentle, apologetic smile. His dog, Wolf, faithfully at his side, understood him better than anyone. Whenever Dame's scolding became too intense, Rip would whistle softly, grab his musket, and escape into the peaceful woods. One fine autumn afternoon, as the air turned crisp and golden leaves fluttered gently around him, Rip wandered deep into the mountains, further than he had ever been. The forest was magical, cloaked in the rich colors of autumn. Birds sang softly overhead, and sunlight filtered gently through branches, creating patterns of light on the forest floor. As Rip climbed higher, he heard a curious sound, a distant rumbling, like thunder echoing softly among the peaks. Curious, he moved toward the sound until he entered a clearing where he saw something extraordinary. A group of odd-looking men with long beards and dressed in strange, old-fashioned clothing were silently playing a game of ninepins. Each time a ball rolled and struck the pins, the echoing sound rippled through the mountains. One peculiar man, shorter and older looking than the rest, approached Rip with a serious expression. Without a word, he gestured toward a large barrel, indicating Rip should help him carry it. Rip, ever helpful, silently agreed and placed the heavy keg near the players. "Drink?" The strange little man finally spoke, offering Rip a cup of golden liquid. Rip hesitated, but accepted politely. The taste was sweet, warm, and comforting. Soon he found himself growing sleepy, leaning against a soft, moss-covered tree. Rip closed his eyes, thinking only of resting for a moment. Rip woke with a start, feeling the warmth of sunlight against his face. Stretching stiffly, he opened his eyes to see Wolf was nowhere to be found. Calling for his faithful companion, he rose slowly, noticing his joints were sore. He looked down and nearly jumped in surprise. His beard had grown long, silvery, and tangled, stretching down nearly to his waist. His musket lay beside him, rusted and useless, the wood rotted away. A deep feeling of confusion filled him as he started back down the mountain. As he approached his village, Rip hardly recognized it. Everything seemed changed. Houses looked newer, the people unfamiliar, and the streets busier. He entered the village square, astonished by the bustling crowd gathered there. "Has everyone gone mad?" Rip whispered to himself, scratching his beard anxiously. The villagers stared at him curiously. One bold young man finally stepped forward, asking suspiciously, "Who are you, old man, and what brings you here?" "Why, I am Rip Van Winkle," Rip replied, confused. "Surely you know me." Gasps filled the crowd, whispers rippling through them. An elderly woman approached, peering closely at his face. "Rip Van Winkle?" she said softly, eyes wide in wonder. "It cannot be. You disappeared 20 years ago." Rip was stunned. 20 years? Impossible, he exclaimed, feeling faint. A young woman came forward, holding a small child by the hand. Her eyes searched Rip's face, filling slowly with tears of joy. "Father?" she asked hesitantly. "Is it really you?" Rip recognized her instantly, despite her grown appearance. "Judith, my dear child," he cried, embracing her tightly, tears streaming down his face. That night, Rip shared his extraordinary tale with the villagers about the strange men in the mountains and the mysterious sleep that had stolen 20 years from him. Some villagers believed him immediately, while others doubted, calling it mere fantasy. Rip, however, didn't mind their disbelief. He moved in with Judith, content to live quietly, sharing his remarkable story with anyone who would listen. The village children adored him, sitting at his feet, wide-eyed as he described his enchanted sleep and the magical figures he met. In time, Rip Van Winkle became a beloved storyteller and village legend. He never forgot the mysterious men he encountered, or the dreamlike sleep that changed his life forever. Sometimes, in the quiet moments, Rip would sit gazing thoughtfully at the Catskill Mountains, wondering about the magic hidden within their depths. And if you visit those mountains today, you may still hear villagers telling the curious tale of Rip Van Winkle, the man who slept through 20 years and woke up to a new world, still gentle, still smiling, forever touched by magic.